Hi there, I'm Dr. Lakuta J, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I talk about all things in between being and becoming a pharmacist. How you doing? You all right? Oh my gosh! Today, it's I'm just at this moment. I'm not gonna say today because y'all probably not watching today. I just was not ready for this moment. I was not ready for this moment at all, y'all. I was not ready for this video. Um, I just watched one of my clients share her story publicly. And let me tell you, whew, it took me back. It took me back. It took me back to why I do what I do. It took me back to say the underdog was going to be on top. It took me back to this year. If you do not know, this year is our 5th year of PharmDToRPh. It's our 5th year, like consistently serving clients. If you do not know, I have I am Dr. Laquita J, and I'm a pharmacist, of course, and I graduated from pharmacy school in 2016. And after 2016, I just had a hard time passing my exam. I took the exam 3 times, not one, not two, but 3 times, and it was rough. And it was one of those times where very shameful, still kind of stigma today, but you know, and when I finally passed, I began to help other classmates who passed. And I started helping other people, and I kind of stopped because I went and got my master's in public health, and I started working full time. I was like, okay, let me get, I couldn't just manage that anymore. But then I had this little unction to start back. So in 2020, I decided, 2019, I was prepping. I was like, in 2020, it's your year. And we launched in 2020 full time before I need the RPH. um, and this is our 5th year, and oh my gosh, what a great way! What a great way to celebrate this. What a great way to just celebrate it, to celebrate what we do, the work we do, and how we move forward. What does the next 5 years look like? And my client, Virginia Scroggins, and we first met. I was thinking when we first met, I remember we met in pharmacy school. She was actually my classmate in pharmacy school. And I didn't know, because when we graduated from pharmacy school, she was even before, like, in pharmacy school, she was focused on this beach body, all about fitness, and it was like, oh, she's doing pretty well. And then it was like one of those things of, it was like a lot of things with my classmates. Like, I got some bum classmates. I'm just gonna say that they are bum. Like, they are non-traditional pharmacists in a whole bunch of ways. Okay, we want to talk about that one day. I'm gonna have to bring them in. But she was one of those people. I just always thought, like, oh, she just, she's making, she's doing well in Beachbody and fitness, that, she'll be like a pharmacist background. I always thought, like, maybe she's just practicing pharmacist, being like, part-time. Little to my knowledge, I did not know that she was never practicing. And I was like, okay. And oh my gosh, I remember last year she booked a strategy call. She messaged me on Instagram. She was like, I love it. I love everything you're doing. Oh my gosh, I love everything. She's like, I just been watch your whole YouTube channel. I'm ready. I'm ready to buy. I'm ready. I was like, oh my god, Regina. I'm like, all the time, like the time, like when I'm excited, I said, oh my god, Regina. It's just every time, Regina, like, just excited to see her. Um, so we had our scratch because she said, I'm booked. I'm sold. Get me in. And I think I had an event. Oh, that's what it was too. And then she joined our Naplex restart event in October. She was like, okay. And she joined it, and she was just sold. And I was like, okay. I was like, Virginia. It's every time. And it was just one of those things of, I had to remind myself that, girl, We a business owner. Secure has a client because it's just like. But anywho, I was like, I could cut to myself like, just sign her because I need to say, hey, we business, right? But fast forward, she signs, become a client. Um, I can see. So I gave her a play. I told her, she was like, well, it didn't happen. I'll just be honest. I know what kind of program I have, and I know that with this program with bases and things of this nature, like I've been in I've been in the game for a while, and I was like, I really think you could benefit from, joining this program. And she'll tell you her story. I'm not gonna tell her like story, but I said I think you benefit from this, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna come in with it, right? Because in the day, I realized as a Naplex coach, people can give you all the information in the world. They can organize it in a pretty book. They can have amazing videos and things of this nature. But the truth of the matter is, how are you going to remember the information? And how are you going to apply the information? And that's what I focus on. I help most time pharmacists think they just need another prep book, another test bank. No, you need a coach, you need strategy. And we focus on strategy, and that's what I always say. I'm a Naplex, Naplex and PharmD success strategist, because that's what we do, honey. We strategize. We strategize to play for your life. And I got my notes. You might see me go a little bit because I want to make sure I hit some things. And with that, she came a client, and I could just see the weight she was carrying. She's still managing being a full-time business owner. Still have two kids. One was very sickly a lot during its time. Her husband was traveling overseas, so it was a lot. Like she had a lot going on. Not just shit like oversharing her business, but those are things are public knowledge. Okay, let me say they are public knowledge because I wouldn't even majority of the time I have a lot of people I don't say their name because it's such a stigma sometimes, and I understand. But Dr. Scroggins, she had this quiet resilience because the thing is, from business on to business owner, you have this thing where you have this thing inside of you that you do. She just now had to apply from business to the Naplex. Um, And because I understood that familiar heaviness that she had, I could see it in her eyes, the way that she was saying, like, I'm trying so hard, but I don't know if I can do it anymore. And it's like, hey, I can see that, I can hear that. I invited her to our consultation call, which is a strategy call, and I just asked her a simple question. And the question I asked her was, you know, what would change in your life if you passed the exam? And she had paused. And I never like forget. And it was even, I don't think it was our consultation. It was our consultation call, but I also asked this during our welcome. We do a mindset when we welcome our clients in. We prepare you for this journey. We do a whole mindset training. It's like a intense mindset intensive, and we want to set the foundation of what's about to happen because we have to ask these questions. And I remember asking her this question even again, like, what would happen? What would change in your life if you pass this exam? And she was like, everything. My confidence, security for my kids, my children, my family, my future. She just said, she was like, nothing is certain. And I want to be certain that, hey, I want to show up for my parents. They provided for me. I want to make sure I show up for them. All the things they've helped me with. And that her children show them. And I was like, oh, amazing. See, that moment right there, I knew we were meant to work together. I knew it was more than just, because my thing is, it has to be more than just passing the exam. Because this is a life transformation with all my clients. They walk away with saying, I can do anything. Because they saw the transformation of how They came in overwhelmed, not studying, afraid, studying, thinking I might fail this exam again, to walk confidently in the exam, boosting their confidence to say, hey, I know enough. Because you got to say, I know enough. And I know enough to pass this exam. I am a competent pharmacist. We have to go through that transition, We had to do that. And it was just so much. And I just want to like really share with y'all like a piece of this video. Let's hope it play. Look at me. Let's hope it play in all. And let's share this video. This is the video. It's on her Instagram, Dr. Virginia Scroggins. It's Virginia Scroggins. We'll link it. But this is it. And I was like, even that shot right there, that is our playbook. That is our mastermind. That is what clients work on in between our coaching calls. Those highlighters, she need their highlights because we have our own score method that we help people. We have our own framework called the score method that helps you review the information. And I see like, and then it's like it's what I welcome Kim. I'm like, oh, but then I saw like she held up a thank you card because it's thank you. But even on the thank you card, the back of it, we got scriptures because we know this is a spiritual warfare we finna go into. We gotta be ready for it, okay? But let me stop. Let's take a look at this, okay? Let's take a look. Hope I can play video. If the music don't play, we gonna be okay. All right. Let's see. You see it? See that's our baby. You see the thank you card. Oh, studying, getting her hair done, studying, committing to the process. Look at her. Oh, it's never too late. And just a reminder, it's never too late. You're not too old. You can do anything you put your mind to. You're not too late. Oh my God. Like, listen. Okay. Y'all can go watch. And she has a bum caption. I couldn't figure out put that in the thing. But I'll link it below for y'all to go watch it, okay? It's just amazing to see. This reminded me so much of the version of me who took. I'll just keep playing. Like let's keep it playing. Let's keep it playing. Y'all can just keep seeing it because this reminds me so much of the version of me who had to take the exam more than once. The version of me who doubted herself, who thought I'm not smart enough. Laquita, why you even trying to take this exam? Like, why? That's what they remind me of. She reminded me, Dr. Scroggins reminded me of me. But the whole trip about it is Dr. Scroggins was smart enough. She was smart enough. She just needed a new system. That's all she needed was a new system. She needed a new way of seeing herself. She didn't need another review book. I mean, she did, don't get me wrong. She needed a way. She needed a structure of how to do things. She needed, I would say this, she needed a review, but she needed a system. But she needed more belief. She needed strategy. She needed structure. And someone who saw her beyond that score report. Because a lot of times I had to tell my clients like, hey, you talking to Dr. J now. We all pharmacists around here. I had to tell them like, hey, you talking to me. We're all pharmacists here. We're all pharmacists here. And this is where the Naplex play came in. Together we rewired that voice in her head that kept whispering to her that saying, you'll never pass the exam. and taught her to say, watch me. Okay. She committed to the mindset work. Every morning, Monday through Friday, we send out motivation, get them started ready. She didn't just, and then it came to our the coaching sessions, the co-working sessions. She didn't just show up. She showed up for herself. She learned how to stop letting anxiety control the clock. Dr. Scroggins learned how to execute under pressure because we give you the strategy to perform under pressure, to give you as much real life conditions as possible when it comes to take the exam. Because we understand we're not going to take the exam for you. So you have to be prepared to take the exam by yourself and how you think. We constantly did the correction of how she thinks. Okay, that's good. Okay, think this way. Okay, see what you're doing now? You're not reviewing, I can tell. Because you're not thinking this way. It's not being said. It's those things and calling people out and having that accountability piece for it. But most important of all this, Dr. Scroggins learned how to finally trust her mind again. And as you can see, we say Dr. Scroggins because in the program, we always call each other doctor because we all doctors. Sometimes you just got to be reminded that you are one. Because when you graduate from pharmacy school, you became a pharmacist. You graduated a doctor of pharmacy. The thing is, now we're trying to do is get you to RPH. They register pharmacists. Hence our name, PharmDToRPh. I say this often, but Dr. Scroggins is truly my ideal client. Not because she was perfect, but because she was coachable, committed, hungry, honest, determined, showed up despite of. Because I kept telling them over and over. I kept saying, I said, when y'all really commit, it's not going to take long. People always say, the book, it went by fast. It goes by fast. Why 40 days? Why 40 days? Because it don't take long. When you commit, you commit. When I had said 2017 was going to be my year I finally take the exam and pass, right? Okay. And guess what? I started January off strong. Between January and March, it was iffy. But April, I committed. I had committed. 100% committed in April. May 9th, I took the exam. Passed. That was 36 days. I'll say it went April 1st. Was it April 1st? Yeah. Was it April 1st? I don't think it was April 1st. I think it was like a weekend. It was like that Monday in April. I know. It was like 36 days. 36 days. It took me to pass. Somewhere April 3rd, but y'all get it. So she locked in. Dr. Scroggins just didn't she just didn't want to pass the test. She wanted to grow. And I am just truly, 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 truly honored of witnessing that transformation. When I saw her video yesterday, I saw a different woman. I saw confidence, calm, powerful, a registered pharmacist. Not just on paper, but in posture. I just sat there thinking, wow, look at God. I'm not going to cry because I shared tears yesterday. But it is, yeah. Like I said, I was. And then my eyes started watering. But hey, I love it. Oh, so if you're watching this and You where Dr. Scroggins used to be, questioning yourself, tired, wondering if you get one more try, if you got one more try left in you. I want you to hear this, okay? I want you to hear this. You don't need to do it alone. You don't need to feel ready to start. You just need to decide that you're doing it, seeing it in doubt. You're doing it afraid. You're doing it despite how many attempts. You're doing it despite who got something to say. You're doing it because at the very moment you become a registered pharmacist, it's the God ordained time for you to become a registered pharmacist. You're doing it. The moment you commit, we shift everything. The moment you commit, everything shifts. And I'll be right there with you on the other side of the decision, right there with you. But Dr. Scroggins, we don't know. We do not know what's about to happen. But I know one thing. She graduated from pharmacy school with me in 2016. Next year makes 10 years for us. I've seen her transform from when we started January 28th until she took this exam June 20th. I've seen it. I've seen it. And I know one thing. She got it. And if you're ready to become your own success story, you know where to find me. Because your name deserves to follow by RPH2. Until next time, remember that pharmacy is on limit if you are. Now I want you to go be great, and I will talk to you later. Okay?